Istanbul, we go directly to Bolu, and when we are back, we will do the Istanbul visits. Istanbul is the biggest city of Turkey, most populated area, around 18 million, the population of Istanbul. Today it is Sunday, actually we are lucky, it's weekend. Sunday we don't get that much traffic, but normally Istanbul has high traffic. Maybe similar to Kuala Lumpur. You come from Malaysia, huh? Maybe something like that, maybe even worse than Kuala Lumpur. In Istanbul, the distance is not important. Important point is the traffic. So quite difficult to say how long it takes to the places we arrive if we are in Istanbul. There is many people in Istanbul from different parts of country living here in this city, and we also have many refugees in Istanbul, especially from Syria. You know, there's a war in Syria. In whole Turkey there is around 8 million refugees, and most of them are in Istanbul. Today we also have people from Ukraine. There's a war in Ukraine, they come to Turkey. And also we have many tourists in Istanbul, especially in Istanbul visits. We need to be more careful than the other places. We need to stay as a group. We take care of each other, and we don't trust everyone in Istanbul. Unfortunately, there is sometimes the cases like they steal the bags, the monies. It's happening in Istanbul. The other places are mostly okay, but Istanbul, we need to be careful because there's many people from many places. You will see that like Blue Mosque, Ayasofya, Topkapi, Grand Bazaar. We have visits, crowded, busy places. There will be like many people everywhere.
It's on. Havalandırma açıkta mı? Açık. Çeviriyorum. Klimaya çeviriyorum. Klimaya çevirdim.
The air conditioning is on, but it takes little time. You need to move a little bit, it will be cooler. The weather is quite okay now. Inside, in the daytime when there is sun, it's warm, but in the nights it's getting cooler. Especially the place where we go, it's colder than Istanbul tonight. Cappadocia, daytime is nice if there is sunshine, but if in the night it is cold. So Kuşadası is the warmest parts that we will get. Pamukkale, little colder. Istanbul, you see the Istanbul temperature, more or less it will be like this. So this is actually in Turkey we have 4 seasons. You know, you can get summer, winter, spring and autumn. So this is like a passing time to winter. It's not exactly winter, it's not too cold. If you come here next month, you can have snow, you know. We do also these kind of tours in November, in December. We go to ski center with that kind of groups, play snowball. Malaysian people do like it. They like to see the snow because they don't see snow, I guess, in their country. It's something nice. So Istanbul is a city which is connecting 2 continents. One side of Istanbul is Asia. The other side of Istanbul is Europe. And what is separating that 2 continents is sea. It's not big. It's a straight, like a river, you know, one side Europe, one side Asia. And we are in the European side of Istanbul. To go Bolu, we need to cross the Asia. And we are going to use the bridge, a big bridge called Fatih Sultan Mehmet Bridge. Second Mehmet the Conqueror. Maybe you heard his name. He is the one who taken Istanbul from Romans as a Muslim in 1453. 1453. So we given his name to the bridge which was built in 80s. There is 2 other bridges to cross the other side. The old Sultan Selim and Bosphorus Bridge, and there's also subway which goes underwater tunnel, and there's also ferries to cross the other side. So in this tour we will change the continent twice. We are European now, and in about an hour we will be Asian, and then we will come back to Europe again. So in Istanbul, it's such a city you can do that. I used to live in Istanbul. I don't live in Istanbul anymore. Too big, too busy, too much traffic. You spend time on it, and also it is expensive. You know, I guess also your capital Kuala Lumpur is also expensive.
Yes.
Istanbul is an expensive place. Like the Grand Bazaar and the place is really expensive, not good stuffs. So it's better when you have family, move to some other parts. Now I do live in Antalya on the south of Turkey. I come here for the tours, for the excursion. I don't know if everyone can see it, but I will show you on the map where the Istanbul and where the places we go. This is Istanbul. And when you look at the whole map of Turkey, Turkey itself is like a bridge. One side Europe, the other side Asia. On the north we have Black Sea. On the south we have Mediterranean Sea. On the west there is Aegean Sea. Between Aegean, Black Sea, there is a sea here, Marmara Sea. That Marmara we do see from Istanbul and Bursa, two places. Marmara, Black Sea, has a connection straight. That one we call it Bosphorus. One side of Bosphorus is Black Sea, the other side is Marmara. It's about 28 kilometers, the length of Bosphorus. So that's where Istanbul is, over here. So we are driving through to this way till this point, if you can see my finger. After that, tomorrow we'll be driving to Ankara, which is the capital of Turkey, Ankara. Istanbul is the biggest city but not capital. Ankara is the capital, around 6 million the population of Ankara. And we will see the Mustafa Kemal, Gazi Mustafa Kemal's mausoleum over there. He is the first president of Turkey, huh? And actually if you have Turkish lira like this, you see his picture on Turkish lira, in every Turkish lira, also in the coins you do see that. By the way, Turkish lira is less than your money. Unfortunately in pandemic time Turkish lira lost too much.
Yeah.
Before pandemic, $1 was about 4 Turkish lira. Now $1 is around 18 Turkish lira. So it's about 5 times lost. I guess 1 ringgit is around 4 Turkish lira. Am I right? So your money is about 4 times, 3.5, 4 times more than Turkish lira. In most places you will see that they charge money in the toilets, which is around 5 lira you pay for the toilets in Turkey. So Ankara, visiting mausoleum, and then we drive through to this way. There is a lake over here which is called Salt Lake, a big lake, second big lake of Turkey. We will stop there, get picture, see the Salt Lake, lunch in that area. After that, Cappadocia. Cappadocia is the highlight of the excursion. It's the most beautiful part, as well as the Pamukkale. Actually, 2 sites. They're all UNESCO sites. Cappadocia and Pamukkale. Cappadocia is a natural formation. We are staying there 2 nights and full day. You're going to see like unusual land shapes, which we call them fairy chimneys. They're like a mushroom, you know, wider top, narrow at the bottom. And Cappadocia is the place where we do hot air balloons. I guess you heard it before you come here. Many people do come here to do hot air balloon. In Cappadocia, there is many companies like us doing these kind of tours, and each company gets a capacity for the balloon. So the earlier reservation we do, if you want to fly with the balloon, the more chance that we get a place in Cappadocia. If weather conditions are okay, you can do balloon flight there. If not, they're doing the same balloon flights in Pamukkale as well. So after Cappadocia, they will drive in Pamukkale as well. Balloon flights are strictly controlled. There's an institute from government. They're controlling the number of the balloons flying every day, and they do balloon flights with the morning prayer, with the sunrise. That's the best time. Less wind. So if the weather condition is not okay, the balloons are not flying. They don't give permission to fly, and they don't give permission to fly many balloons over there. It's all strictly controlled in Cappadocia region. Same in Pamukkale as well. So I just say the weather is bad. We have a second chance to fly in Pamukkale. But Cappadocia is better than Pamukkale because it's a famous site, especially the area which is called Göreme. Like about 1 hour they do stay in the air, do acrobacy, go down, come back. Really nice place. So after Cappadocia, we'll be driving to Pamukkale. It is over here, Pamukkale. There you see the natural formation, which is called Cotton Castle in English. In that area, they do grow cotton. You know cotton? Yes. It is white, so they thought that white formation looks like a cotton. That's why they call it pamuk in Turkish. Natural springs, hot springs created that area. Beautiful sights. So we will see Yiapolis and Pamukkale there. And after Pamukkale, to the west coast, close to Izmir, Kuşadası, we stay there. See antique site, Roman city called Ephesus, and also there we're going to see the leather shop over there. Izmir is famous with leather manufacturing. Actually, whole Turkey is like that, but there they have the best quality, stylish leathers. We will visit in Kuşadası. By the way, also in Denizli. In every place there is something famous, factories. We will visit that shops over there. So for the shopping, I will tell you where we visit, what is good to do, what is good to buy, what is not. So Cappadocia also, we will visit like pottery places, jewelry places. Here in Denizli, leather, Denizli textile, and in Kuşadası, the leather one. After Kuşadası, we'll be driving to Bursa, to here, close to Istanbul area. In Bursa, we will be seeing Green Mosque, Green Tomb, and also their big food factories, Turkish Delight Factory. Then back to Istanbul. So that will be like 7 days turning around. I know that it might be confusing, too much things I told you now, but I will tell you every day, day by day, what we are doing next